Hello everyone, CarnasaGames here and welcome back to another episode of the Kingdom of Beck. Now, in this episode, I really would like to get the entire structure of this finished, but enough with the introductions. Let's get this started and see what we can do. Obviously, we want to get this hospital here built up quite quickly because that would be a very useful thing to have. Our colonists are going to get injured. Our colonists, our subjects, they are going to get injured in their time here. So we would really like a place for them to heal themselves up when they are hurt. We are going to need to build something like this in here, just because we've got this overwall cooler at the moment. And basically, this is all going to be inside, and we don't want to be pumping this ridiculously hot air to cool this room down into the indoors. So if we get that done, that should be nice. It looks like we've got the vast majority of this bit down here done. We still, of course, have Camdata's with us. She has not left us yet, and I think, actually, she has got food poisoning. We have accidentally given her food poisoning, probably because Beck is the one that's cooking. And if we go into her quickly, let's have a look. Her cooking skill is 6, so it's all right, but it's obviously nothing special. So we could really do with, I think Rose is our top chef. Yes, she is. She's got a cooking skill of 10, so she is going to be much better at cooking. But unfortunately, everyone has jobs to do, so she can't always be around to do that. So I am unable to select this wooden door. There we go. Let's deconstruct that wooden door. And we're going to continue on with the slate walls inside here. The great black fortress that this is going to be. We do need to get a door into here as well. Otherwise, all of this is going to be inaccessible, which we don't want. We need that slate and marble to be crafted up into bricks for us to build this lovely fortress that we've got going on. I am currently looking for the door. There we go. Structured door. We'll place that somewhere like there. I think that should be very nice there. And we want to get the floors down as well. Just so, like I said a few episodes ago, we don't want to be dragging dirty sand everywhere. So let's get these floors in too. I think part of my grand plans for this that was going to be the kind of like main entrance out of the castle. And what I was going to do is I was going to leave these doors locked. This place will open up. So hopefully it will convince raiders. Oh, that's really not good. A manhunter pack just as we're about to hit nighttime. They are Dusk Rats. How many do we have? It would appear that there's only a couple. Let's have a quick look at the info on these. A widely hated rodent known for soiling kitchens and spreading disease. Rats have a way of following humans everywhere they go. It eats almost anything and lives almost anywhere. This rat seems to be markedly different from other rats. It is a purely nocturnal animal and it has 4 glowing eyes. Okay, so yes, they came at night. That's obviously why it's almost night and they are here. We are going to have to deal with this. We are going to have to put them down because we can't just lock our colonists away at the moment because we don't have... the structure isn't built for that yet. Let's have a quick look. Wilson, what's your shooting like? Not brilliant. Agent, your shooting is good. Beck, yours is okay. See, I don't really want Rose to come along, but I think I'm going to make her. We are going to get Rose to come along. We're going to get Agent and Rose, and they are going to try and take out these rats before they cause us any hassle. Oh, there we go. That's why I didn't actually have the game running. I thought I did. I thought I unpaused it, but I was wondering why they were just stood there not actually doing anything. Hopefully Agent can come along and he can destroy the rat menace with his assault rifle before anything bad happens. Let's do a little bit of the old run and gun action just so we don't lose anyone. And there we go. That's it. The the vicious manhunter pack has been dealt with already. That was rather Rather anticlimactic, if I am going to say so myself. They got killed off rather quickly. We might as well unforbid these and take them over so we have something that we can butcher. More food is always nice. And it looks like we have completed our Vegemush contract. I've been playing a little bit of KSP recently, so contracts are on my mind. Yes, we have got the 50 Vegemush that we want. That is brilliant. We should not be going hungry for quite some time now, but let's connect this aircon pipe up as well, because we're gonna need this to work before we kind of fill this in. We need the freezer to be fully functional. The animals all seem to be going crazy. A local gazelle has gone mad. It will attack everyone it sees. Yes, so we're going to have to deal with that, because once again, same as the manhunter packs, we don't actually have... I'm going to forbid these. I get sidetracked. We don't have a kind of enclosed compound that we can use to defend. So what we're going to do, we are going to draft up Agent again. I am very, very sorry, Agent, that we're waking you up during your sleepy times. But we have a issue, and okay, we cannot see where it has gone, but that doesn't matter. I'm sure we will find out relatively shortly. If we have a look, or I could actually check the wildlife tab. Ah, there we go. It even tells us which animals are in a manhunt state. That's going to be very useful. Very useful. Wilson, get out of there. Agent. Right, Wilson, we're going to get you into a bedroom, and hopefully we can convince this gazelle to come back round and actually try and have it off with Agent, because we don't want any of our colonists getting injured by this thing. Come on, Agent, keep running. That thing is very fast. Oh wow, that thing is very fast indeed. Agent, go on, you can do it. Oh my god. Come on, keep running, keep running. There we go. That's the big threat dealt with. That was more difficult than the rats. Obviously, a gazelle being much more dangerous. And it would appear that this thing does not have scarier, basically Rimworld's version of rabies. So we can just go and quickly grab that, chop it up, and use it for a meal source. Well, overnight it would appear that Camdatus has fully healed, so she is off on her merry way to go back and join the Babar kinship. Hopefully that means we should be able to get a little bit of a faction boost with them. It would be nice to get some allies. We don't have any at the moment, I'm pretty sure. In fact, I think everyone hates us. But there we go, we've got this all built in, and I have forgotten to place a slate wall there after that's been deconstructed. That needs to be done rather quickly, because we would prefer if our frozen goods do not get ruined. Beck, come on, you have failed us. What are you doing? I suppose you are not used to being the construction worker. So that's all enclosed now, so we do actually have somewhere for our people to kind of hunker down inside when manhunter packs come along, which will be yeah, that's means we can kind of defend ourselves and not really have to worry about our subjects getting injured by the wild and ravenous creatures that obviously roam this Rimworld. Now, next thing, now that this kind of main structure is built up, the next thing I do want to do, I do want to get some beds in here, because, well, this is going to be our hospital zone. I'm going to put 2 beds in there for now, just because, well, if we have more than 2 colonists down, I think we might be in a little bit of trouble. And we're going to get some paved tiles in here for now. I do want to eventually replace these with sterile tiles. Obviously, we don't have the research yet to actually do that. We're going to need some power in here as well. We're going to need a standing lamp just to light the place up so everyone can see what they're doing. I think if you have light when you do these surgeries in Rimworld, if you've actually lit up the room, it's a lot more likely that it will be successful. And obviously we don't want to have any catastrophic surgeries, because that is very bad. Well, overnight it seems Wilson was hard at work as always, and he has managed to almost completely do all of the marble floors in here, which is very, very, very nice of you, Wilson. Thank you for doing that. But I'm kind of debating, I'm kind of thinking what we actually want to do next. Obviously, I've built this large production area. We can get rid of that bed now. But yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is. We need to actually build stuff in here to make it useful. We need to make sure that all of our power is connected up because this light isn't actually turned on yet. So let's get into here. We will create a power conduit and run it down here. We do also want some standing lamps just in these corridors so the entire place is actually lit up. People can see where they're going when they are inside the castle. That would be very nice. So that looks like it's going to be quite good. Another thing that we could do is obviously we could make all of the bedrooms a little bit prettier and make our colonists like living in them a little bit better. Because we, yes, I mean, if we have a look at the Royal Queen's bedroom, it is just a bed with a light in it. I mean, the floor is very pretty and it is, if we have a look, it is mediocre. Beck does not want a mediocre bedroom. Beck has grown up with a life of luxury. She was a royal after all. So we are going to kind of, yeah, that's one thing we're going to do. We are going to improve this for her. We will place a marble dresser down. That will make the whole room a little bit nicer. And we've still got a little bit of slate bricks, slate blocks. We still have some slate blocks left, which I think for the moment we are going to focus on really finishing the inside structure here. This here is going to be another bedroom. We will place that there like that, and we'll get a steel door in there. And then this is going to be two separate rooms. We've got a C down there. It's going to be a common area. This, I haven't actually decided what this is going to be yet, but I'm sure I can think of something. We will find a use for that eventually. So if we have a look at this little dumping stockpile zone, let's turn that fully into concrete. We want to make this area as clean as possible. This is frozen inside. Perfect. That's looking very nice. Our overall indoor temperature is actually quite nice now that we've got this whole thing built up. But let's have a look now at the production screen and see what kind of things we can start working on. We've obviously got our research bench and stonecutter up there already. We could start looking, yes, I think we will get a electric loom. Tell you what, yes, this little corner over here, we will get the electric loom, we will place that there, and then we will get the electric tailor bench right next to it, and that fits very nicely in that corner. And let's put a stockpile zone down here for now. We'll extend it one more out that way. And basically, yeah, that's all of our tailoring supplies that we need. So we are going to want to make our colonists some dusters and stuff like that so that they can kind of walk out when this desert gets to uncomfortable temperatures, which it will get to uncomfortable temperatures. It definitely will. We are going to suffer through heat waves and all of those kind of nasty events that Randy will throw at us. So we do need some appropriate clothing for our settlers. Settlers? Yes. Subjects? Colonists? I don't know. I change that word every single time. I really need to kind of just come up, think of one, stick to it, and that will be that. But let's just extend that a little bit as well, and we'll get that coming all the way out there. Then we've finished the main floor for this area, and if you look, the castle is looking rather grand now. This will be the main design, and this room here, it's going to be the production room in the castle, and when we expand out and kind of make a actual city out of here, I am going to move this outside just because I don't really feel like the production area would be right in the center of Beck's castle. And what this will be, I think this will be kind of like a royal kind of meeting chamber, like, you know, we'll put some fancy chairs in, we'll put some pillars up to make it look all really nice and beautiful, and it can be where Beck hosts her subjects when they inevitably come to her with all of their problems, because they are going to have problems. I don't know why I didn't allow that beer. We're going to allow that beer and get someone to drag that over to our stockpile zone. Although I have noticed with beer, with the simple sidearms mod, there is a weird kind of glitch where someone will pick it up, drop it, pick it up, drop it, pick it up, drop it, repeatedly and at 3 times speed. That does look rather hilarious, but it also prevents the colonist that is doing that from doing anything useful until you kind of realise that they are actually doing that. We are looking rather good in our production area. We have, however, run out of steel. We are also running dangerously low on components. Luckily, we do have some components just over here, so we are going to do a little bit of a vein mine. We'll get rid of those. We've got some more steel up there. I'm going to have a quick look around the map actually now and see if we can just kind of designate things to be mined whilst we're out and about looking at this. I think we're going to mine that as well, and that will open up kind of more of a through route for this part of the desert. It's not really going to particularly bother us, and actually I think we'll get that steel vein there as well. That probably is closer than a lot of the stuff. We'll also go around deconstructing all of these ship chunks that are within a reasonable distance, because that's just another free load of steel and components, which we are kind of... Yeah, we don't have an awful lot of those at the moment. I'm sure there is loads around. Oh my god, what happened here? It was a bloodbath. It was an absolute massacre. What did happen, I wonder? We've got this desert ave dead over here. We've got another one dead over here. Torn off, bitten off by a sand lion. I don't know what one of those is, but it sounds quite dangerous, so we will try and avoid any kind of confrontation with one of those. I did think that was a bit of an ancient danger over there, but I don't think it actually is. I think that is part of the Realistic Ruins mod. That, I am fairly sure, is an ancient danger, and I've already had the message come up for that for being an ancient danger in this world. So we definitely know that those are both ancient dangers. And yeah, let's fast forward this now. Everyone's got a job to do. We can see these busy bodies zooming around at 3 times speed, seeing what they get up to. But Randy seems to have been particularly kind to me this playthrough. We haven't had... Oh, well, speak of the devil and he shall appear. I said we haven't really suffered from any raids or major inconveniences, but there we go, we have it. We have a raid, and they seem to be rather weak. They are preparing for a while. They have 2 clubs. Hopefully, let's have a look. Let's have a quick look at their stats. He is good at shooting and incapable of none. It might be nice if we can down him. And she seems to be good at a lot of different things. So, to be honest, she's incapable of caring, which is a little bit of a moot point, but we will hopefully try and get those to at least one of them down, and we can put them in our lovely, lovely new prisoner area, which we've not had a chance to use yet. The Castle of Beck dungeon. It's beautiful. Look at it. It's got a marble toilet. It's got a marble shower. It's got absolutely everything that someone could want for a life of luxury in prison. We are actually playing Rimworld and not Prison Architect here, just to not confuse people. They do look very similar, but we need to draft our men up now because pirates from Trophim's termites are beginning their assault. I would have rather waited for them to wait until it was morning, but no, they are going to be a bit of a pain and attack us now. And it looks like they are trying to go for our wind turbines. Please do not go for our wind turbines. We need those for power. Now, this is a problem with fighting at night, obviously. Our shooting accuracy is not going to be quite as good. But we managed to take down Stanley, who was the female. She is going to survive. That is very nice that she is going to survive. Let's see if we can chase down Rodion, because I would like him as well. It would be nice, but I think he's a little bit too far away. Rose may be able to get some shots off, but it's unlikely that she's actually going to do anything before he gets away. No, I think Rose is unable to do that. So let's come to Stanley, and we will capture Stanley and bring him in, and hopefully we can invite him in as part of the colony. Him? Her. Stanley is a her. You wouldn't expect with a name like Stanley it would be a female, but I mean, Stanley, you do you. It's 2020 after all. Actually, no, it's not 2020. It is 5500. So quite a long way into the future. And I'm sure there's all kinds of stuff going on now. It looks like we are completely out of blocks, so that will be something that we need to focus on building tomorrow, but tomorrow will come in a future episode. Thank you for watching this, and if you have enjoyed this video, please do gracefully go give that like button a little bit of a nudge. If you have really enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, but I have been CarnasaGames, and I will see you later.